Alright, hello everyone. This is Unreal from the LCPD First Response Forums. Got a couple requests over the last few days to try to make some videos over the 0.95 beta version of this game, since I just got beta release not too long ago. So what I'm here to do is just give you a quick rundown of the modification itself while I'm going through some gameplay. Point out some of the new features, point out a lot of the cool improvements, and potentially also some bugs. I'm just going to start up this game for a fairly short session, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so the first step is kind of obvious. You want to get Grand Theft Auto started. You can see here that I'm in the apartment with Nico. I'm going to hit Alt and P to start the modification, and I'm going to go find a police station. The previous version, you just simply warped to a police station. Now you actually have to go get to one from wherever you are. And lucky for me, I'm just right down the street from one. Alright, so that was convenient. Let me just go run up to the marker up here. So one cool new feature you'll notice immediately is the police station. The police station itself is basically made out of one of the lawyer offices from the second island. What I'm going to do is just skip the tutorial. You guys can play that for yourself. In short, the door to my right you can get a partner from. The door in the center is where you select your character, and the door to the left has a nice Easter egg we'll check out in a second. So just like last time, what it's going to prompt you to do is get a character model. Rather than hit the up and down arrow to choose, you're going to hit enter instead. Makes a little bit more sense. For whatever reason, that's a glitch. It'll start a siren automatically without asking. I don't know why. So I'm picking my slick top cruiser right here. I'll talk about my cruisers a little bit later. Alright, so now that I have everything all chosen, I'm going to go show you that Easter egg I just told you about. That's in this office right here. And yeah, that's a police chief humping a chick. It's Chief Francis, if you remember that from playing the actual Grand Theft Auto game. Funny as it is at first, gets old kind of quick. You can see that if I actually walk into them, I can knock over the chair, and they're still going to do that in midair. I can punch them. I can hit them with my baton. I personally have not tried arresting them. In this scenario, I don't think I'm going to arrest them. I'm going to go waste my time doing something else. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to show you real briefly. You can see that this is in fact the second island. If you look out the window, you may recognize some of the locations out here. You'll see out this window you have the main highway going right across this building here. So magically I'm in the second island despite the fact that I walked into a station that's clearly in the first island. We may get some more variety a little bit later on, but this is a fantastic start. Alright, so you can see that this is a partner I could select. I could just walk in front of him and pick him up if I wanted. I'm not going to do that. So, I'm going to leave. But that's a very good template for a police station. You could easily just change the text on the door to police station instead of that little lawyer name, and that'd be great. Alright, so let me go ahead and hop on my cruiser here. And we'll see what we can get ourselves into. Okay, great. So, that text actually shows that there's a random event. We have a car that's evading arrest up here. Let's go see if we can catch up to him. Alright, so I'm going to join the pursuit by pressing E, and I'll see if I can persuade him to pull over. Doesn't look like it. And I forgot to turn my cell phone off, so Roman's going to keep bothering me. See if I can pull him out. And one of the problems with working in the Russian quarter is you'll have random Russian guys just shoot at you if you piss them off. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. One thing you can immediately notice, actually, about this is the police in this version of the mod are much, much more aggressive. They do a fairly decent job chasing people down. and they actually tend to use their lights, even if you have emergency lighting system mod installed, which is great. It adds more realism and gives you a reason to have this mod, aside from your own cruiser. Alright. Okay, it looks like I accidentally left the pursuit, so let me just go ahead and join it again. Alright, shut the hell up, Roman. There we go. Almost flipped him over. Looks like I got him stopped. Let me see if I can get him out of here. Alright, so the other police have him at gunpoint. That should be an arrest right here. Looks like he's surrendering, so... uh-oh. Alright. Looks like I discovered a little tiny glitch there. They're telling him he's under arrest, but apparently he doesn't want to go quietly, despite the fact several officers have him at gunpoint. So what I'm going to do is just arrest him myself. Instead of Alt and H, you press E for an arrest now. The animation is much better, in my opinion, for handcuffing. Alright, and then I'm going to hit F10 to call transportation. That was a feature that, in my opinion, was very sorely missed from LCPD FR. That police pursuit mod did have. Alright, so let me just turn that stupid phone off. There we go. A lot of people have debates about police pursuit mod versus LCPD first response. I think they're both great mods, but there's just way too much text and crap on the screen for police pursuit mod for me, and it's not as well polished. So right now my detainment unit did not show up, so I'm just going to pretend that it did, and I'm going to go find something else to do. So I'm just going to pull over here and show off my car really quick. For those of you curious, this is a car mod. It's a Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor unit. I have a custom skin on here. Oh, okay, shots fired call. Let me go ahead and take that. It's a little bit more important. Just going to take out my assault rifle here. Don't want to be caught with my pants down when I show up. Alright. Alright, arrived on scene. Okay, so in this instance, when it says investigate the area, unfortunately that's going to be a prank call that somebody did. Not something you should be doing. From a real-life standpoint, you're potentially taking the police away from something more important they could be doing if you're doing a prank call, so don't pull that kind of crap. Alright, so let me pull over and show off the car a little bit more. So the skin that's on here is something that I made myself recently, just learned how to do that, so I'm fairly happy with it. The slick top unit that I have here is actually an undercover car with the skin on top, so it looks like an official cruiser, marked one. That is my emergency lighting system on the right. This is my siren. The siren itself is also custom. It is a replica of the Seattle Tacoma siren. It's called Federal Signal Omega. Okay, and wanted to take the mugging call. Looks like it's all settled, so we'll leave that alone. Alright, so this guy cut off the taxi a second ago, so let's just pull him over real quick. Almost froze there, so that's a little noticeable glitch. Quite often when you pull people over, it makes your game seize up for a second. Alright, so the traffic stop system is totally refined.
You've been stopped for reckless driving.
First thing you'll notice is he pulled over very smoothly, very realistically. You're going to get some more serious names now from the suspects, and my favorite part is you get to go run the license in the computer. Small as a feature this may seem, this is a very big deal for me. Adds a whole lot of realism. So what you're going to do is type in the person's name in the bottom right, run him. Looks like his license is valid. He's only had one ticket, no warrants for his arrest. So what I'm going to do is just warn him, don't pull that crap again. One thing that I don't know why they got rid of is you no longer give the person a goodbye speech, like, alright, you can go, just stay out of trouble, or you can leave, thank you for our cooperation. Okay, so we got a armed robber up here. Let's see if we can get him to stop. He's taking off. Alright, and you can see already the backup officers are attacking them, and this is without even calling for backup. This is a random car that happened to be in the area. So it's another example of the police being much more attentive. You can see every single backup car that came here have their lights on. I didn't call a single one of them. They all came on their own, which is amazing, quite frankly, considering the last version of this mod. Alright, now what I want to do is pull them out of the car. You can see sometimes the AI police get in the way, but I like it a lot better than them doing nothing. And more Russians opening fire on them. That's great. Something I hate about working in this district. Alright. I'm outpacing my backup by a little bit, but actually not that much. You can see on the mini-map they're a good bit behind me, so they're not too far away. Oh! That's gonna be a problem. Okay, so that's an example of the bad part about the aggressive enemy AI. They are not the best drivers. They're slightly less stupid than before, but not perfect. I don't know if that's going to be fixable, quite honestly. You can only do so much with the Grand Theft Auto AI. Alright, so fortunately I wound up at the hospital. I quote-unquote passed out. I'm pretty sure that sort of thing would kill me in real life, but we'll see. Anyway, so I'm putting my busy status on. Okay, and this car doesn't want to stop for me, nor does that one. You can call for backup and wait for a cruiser to show up. I think I just want to jack something instead and get there. Oh. Alright, perfect. Speak of the devil. Alright. So I can actually hear a disabled car behind me, one that has some issues. Can't stop it, I'm not in a cruiser, so I'm going to go find out where mine is. One of the things that I believe was actually supposed to be in this beta was a GPS locator on your map telling you where your stranded cruiser is. Lucky for me, I know this map by heart, so I do know where it is. On the second or third island, though, I worked out a little bit less, so I might be unfamiliar. That feature would be most appreciated in a scenario where you have a unique cruiser, like an FBI cruiser that's not normally roaming the streets, because if I have a cruiser like this, I can just jack it from pretty much anywhere, but I want mine. So, alright, let me go ahead and hop out real quick. Alright, in that beginning area you saw in the police station, I can actually replenish my armor and health by going to the police station. In this scenario, my health is full. I just want to get some armor, so I'm going to visit the trunk. Realistic animation. If you haven't seen that in my videos before, I think you may have, but if you have not, yet again, a pretty good attention to detail. Alright, so back on duty. We'll go see what other trouble I can get myself into. Alright, I don't remember making an accident here, so I don't know why we have a traffic jam. I'm gonna cut through here in a second. See what the problem is. Oh, alright, and some guy's blocking traffic. Let me go ahead and pull him over. There's no need for him to block traffic like that. Alright. Alright, let's get out and talk to him.
driving recklessly back there? ID papers, please.
Looks pretty young for a guy who was born in 1958, but they're just going to generate a random number. That's the way the script is written. Alright, so same as last time, just going to run his name real quick. I'll note that if you have a L or a K or a G in the person's name, it'll actually manipulate your siren if you have ELS. Kind of unfortunate, but not too terrible. Alright, so he's clean on his license, just going to tell him to get the hell out of here, stop blocking traffic. Yeah, whatever.
Keep playing with me, see what I do.
Alright, we got a suicidal person. Oh, conveniently enough, it seems to be right around the corner. Alright, this might be dangerous. Oh, bad decision. Well, fortunately he pulled the trigger. Luckily he missed me. That could have been a fatal shot. Alright, well, we'll go find something else to do real quick. Probably should have mentioned earlier, you'll see all the stars all around the map. You'll notice the stars on the map, as I was just saying. Those are all going to be police stations that you can visit. It does clearly mark them, so even if you're not familiar with where they are by heart after playing the original game. Okay. That's great. This guy here, I tried to pull him over due to lack of using a signal. Looks like he actually stopped himself. Wanted to run from me, but should never run. Never ever. Alright, so I'm going to arrest him real quick. And I've called for a containment unit using F10. This time you can see on the mini-map a big blue dot. That is going to be my containment unit. So I'm going to do a little roleplay while I'm waiting. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you by the court at no cost. Bearing these rights in mind, do you have any thing to say? Care to answer my questions? Of course not. Alright, so my backup officers are actually out on foot, and they're arresting him for me. Beautiful. So, let's get out of here. Alright, so they're actually supposed to put him in the back of the car and take off pretty rapidly. In this scenario, I can still see that the dot is sitting there. This might be glitching out on me.
Ivan, it is good you called. Ivan, I need some change.
Yep, I'm not sure what they're doing. Well, we're just going to ignore it, just like last time. Usually it works nice. I've been playing this mod for the last day or so, and it's actually been pretty consistently good. Oh, that SUV is out of control. Alright, let's go get him pulled over, get him stopped. Alright, yet again a pretty good pullover, not blocking traffic or anything. Just going to approach him with my hand on my pistol.
Do you know how fast you were going back there? LCPD, show me your ID.
Okay. So in my opinion, he was both speeding as well as swerving. Either of those two activities are dangerous, never mind if you combine the two with a SUV. It's got a high center of gravity, so it can roll over pretty easily. So let me just run his name. Okay. So, license expired. No warrants for an arrest, but I still want to get him out. He's not allowed to drive that vehicle. Let's go have a chat with him. Just in case he decides to resist, I got my hand on my pistol.
Please exit the vehicle.
Okay, so what I expect him to do is to come over here and just have a quick seat, and I can arrest him. Now I am hitting the correct button for arresting him, and he's not paying attention, unfortunately. Now I'm going to try a gunpoint arrest, and he's yet again not paying attention. So I'm going to zap him, see if that helps. And it does not. Well, I will hit 3 for the AI police to target him, so we're going to do that.
Better keep an eye on these motherfuckers. Look down your
Okay, so I just heard that guy behind me threaten me, so that's going to land him in some trouble. Yet again, I cannot arrest him. Oh, conveniently enough, he's carrying a gun on him. We'll take that away from him. Okay, I would like to arrest him, but the button seems to be glitching out. So at this point, something may have gone wrong with one of the scripts. I shouldn't have to be chasing him down like this. I'm also trying buttons to call for backup. They're not working. So I think we could just use a restart of this game. I'm going to tase him, see if I can maybe use my baton on him to get him to comply with me. He just wants to keep running.
Put your hands on your head! Quick and violent death or slow torture?
Okay, AI police finally paid attention. For reference, that was not a backup officer. That was one that was nearby me. So apparently the 3 button works, but the rest of them do not seem to do anything. So like I mentioned, we're probably just going to have to restart the game. Alright, so let's just get back in my cruiser and we'll get back to the station, I think. Okay, so my light is green, meaning that this person's light was red, so he ran a red light, so let me just pull him over. Okay. So, pretty decent pullover, yet again, so it's like I mentioned, it's a good bit better than the last version of this game. Let's go say hello.
You were driving recklessly back there? LCPD, show me your ID.
Let's go run his license real quick. Okay, this person has a revoked license, plenty of citations, and he has a warrant for his arrest. That's a very bad combination. Alright, so, not too confident on this one, so I'm just going to get out my sidearm and go approach him. Uh-oh. You were not going to aim that at me. That's unfortunate. Alright, so you actually saw yet again another new feature. If the suspect thinks that they can't get away, they will quite often exit their vehicle if it's too damaged, or if they want to engage you in a fight instead of trying to run. Another good realistic feature. That person also happened to be carrying 2 weapons, both an AK as well as a pistol. Kind of odd. I'll see if I can find something else to do before I end this video. I'd arrest that guy back there if he wasn't a cop. Alright, this guy just tried to run from a police officer. Okay, he wants to run from me. So, deployed taser. I'm trying to arrest him using the typical hotkey. It's not doing anything again. So that's definitely a glitch. I know a lot of people on the forums are getting impatient regarding the release of 0.95, but this is the reason that we have to have them in alpha and beta stages. It's not perfected. I'm gonna have to use my baton on him, get in a fist fight with him. Alright. So, that threat's gone. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna have to restart the game, so I'm gonna get back in my cruiser and probably head back to the station, like I said earlier. Alright, so what I would like to show you, my health is a little bit down right now from that fist fight. Now I can simply go to the street vendor down here and go get a hamburger and fix it, but one of the nice perks of the station is you can go fix your health and armor in the station. So let me go park my car and I'll walk inside. Alright, it's pretty much back where I started, so let's go head inside. Alright, and nothing happened, so looks like yet another glitch. Alright, well, probably just some issue with one of the scripts happened and it more or less broke part of the game. Doesn't seem to matter where I walk, it's not going to let me in. Alright, well, no worries, guys. That's going to be the end of this video for now. I will post a little bit more later. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the forums.
Hey, careful there.